Yeah, I've been trying to start the Adrist book.
Yeah.
But I'm starting to like wonder if it's just the prose of these older stories that I'm just disliking.
Yeah, so the first few books were written in like the
Yeah, that's why I'm like, they're a little, not dense. I wouldn't use the term dense to describe them, but I also wouldn't use meandering. Like they're written more flowery than I'm used to.
Yeah, I can see it. His style is his style for sure.
Yeah, which isn't negative. It's just different.
Yeah.
And so because of that, it's like, oh, also, it tends to like not really like jump around with stuff, but like it likes to progress bits of the story at a time in different perspectives.
Yes.
And so that kind of has been hindering me in like getting attached to certain things that are happening, because like Fritz just going down to go confront his family because his family keeps causing problems for his friends, but we haven't even had a chapter with him in it until he gets captured by the gnomes, and then we don't even get to see the resolution of that until like several chapters later, after like 4 other POV changes.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, now I'm not really interested in reading what Dritz is up to, because he's been like knocked out this whole time. I'd rather go and learn about Cadbury's way to get to him, or read the Jorlaxel story, as Jorlaxel is like doing Jorlaxel things. Or the warrior fighter guy that you told me last time, his name was the guy whose class sort of technically doesn't exist anymore.
Because he was an assassin?
He was an assassin.
Artemis?
Yeah. Artemis Centrari. And it's like, all these characters have interesting things going on, but as soon as anything interesting is literally anything we're close to happening, these POV changes. And it's like each thing's taking like half a step forward, and then it keeps jumping around to everyone taking half a step forward in their plot line. Yeah. Which is interesting, and it feels like an epic. It feels like a story, but it feels like they could have collated those a little bit better.
And he gets better at it, because there's fewer POV jumps later on.
Yeah. Curious defense. Let us help. No. I'm going to limit break. Way out of your league. Just grab them and run. Do your limit break. But it's fleeing. Oh, yeah, here she is. She's limit breaking.
Your limit break? Yeah.
See your friend just power up and then fly away.
Yeah, you know.
I do have to say though, like, usually Telecom cutscenes are good, but that one was a little silly.
Hey, they got better.
They did get better, but it was a little floaty. It's like her character powered up and they got lifted up, and then she kind of just got dragged off screen.
I mean, she did a charge attack, an aerial charge attack. Those ones are kind of, you just holding your weapon out and you fly forward. So, you know.
Oh no!
Right, it's another one.
It's that boss I've been fighting and training in Melee. Smash Bros. Melee for years.
さっきのやつと同じ。
さっきのが右手なら
That must be the left hand. Yep. Well, that was the issue. It's Shadow and therefore immune to things.
いざ連携で
Well, Shadow speaks to Shadow.
レック
If only you had Shadow.
今ですはーせんやっはっお願いします
畳みかけるぞ。
Well, big hints while it's weak.
That is the way to go.
風神特攻者やっせんせん
Look at that. You've done a third of its health.
あとは任せたぜ。
This is a fight.
Now it's back to being strong and these sort of things.
Well, it's just only weak to Shadow. You're doing normal damage still.
やっ終わりだ
It's not resisting you.
Yeah.
せんせんはーはっ天上かはーやっはーやっはーはっはーやっ天上か
Hey, at the very least, you're not getting obliterated in 2 hits.
Yeah.
やっ天上かやーとどめ
I'm really not dying immediately.
Just
is
swap.
pretty nice.
Just swap. Don't even. Why are you using your food? You have 2 other health bars. I'm gonna save you money here. Like,
I like her flying attack better.
it's really good. There's a reason I had her on flying attacks.
アンカースライド。はっだー。はっはったー。いやチャンスだ。
You didn't even need the 3rd health bar.
Strong compared to everything we fought so far. It was actually an easier boss fight than I had the last time.
That's because you have armor.
めちゃくちゃすぎでしょ。
That's crazy talk.
でヒイラギはこんな化け物と一人で戦ってるのかよ。とにかく追いかけるぞ。
Gotta go after her. How does she get caught?
あれってヒイラギの
Froggy's soul device.
ヒイラギ
Mr. Meek. Ah ha 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 ha. Ah ha 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 ha. Eclipse disappeared afterwards. Crazy. She got got. I wonder if that was a trap for her, specifically. It would be really weird though, because we have like literally zero background as to whether or not like the Eclipse stuff is organized whatsoever in any way, shape, or form. I when I think of the Eclipse so far, it's just like a kaleidoscope of a realm that has all these like separate instances like floating around.
Yeah.
そのまゆちゃんの衰弱はしていましたけど、命に別状はないみたい。
まあ警察にはさすがにいろいろと聞かれちゃったけど、あのじいさんがいろいろとごまかしてくれたのは助かったよ。
Able to bullshit his way out of an interrogation.
あまり思いつヒイラギはプロだ。
Bro, she won't go down easily. Tell me I just get in her way, but went in trouble.
コウ先輩
Maybe this time she'll learn.
さすがにコウ先輩を足止めってのはやりすぎだよね。
Stopping you from doing anything is too much.
そういえば、あのソウル、あの後、先輩のサイフォンに
I
吸い
went
込
into
ま
your
れてたよ
life.
ね。
Oh, am I a Keyblade collector? I'm just gonna yoink people's
No.
Keyblades now.
異界化の収束と同時に一体どうな。
現実世界で権限できなくなり霊視情報の形
Unless it converted itself into data. You know, this weird eclipse like phone thing is really strange. And I really need more information. Even if it's some sort of like half-assed hand wave, it's like, oh, we've been researching this technology for a while. It's some weird magic. That's all I need. I just don't want a giant question mark. I want half the question mark to be uncovered or
どうして生徒会長さんが
vaguely blurry. I see something other than
皆さん
it is just existing without explanation.
高畑くんも時坂くんたちに協力することになったんですね。
Like she could have, in this sentence, she could have like, oh, it converted itself to data. It's really interesting how that happens. I've never seen that happen before, even though we've been researching this. Anyway, let's get back on conversation topic. That's all she had to say. Just something like that for the world building. Just a teeny tiny bit more information.
しかし北斗、昔から底知れない女だとは思っ
I
て
always
たが
thought you were one of mystery and intrigue,
まさ
but
か
never
ヒ
would
イ
have
ラ
guessed
ギ
you
と
were
同
deep
じ
into this
裏の世界
underground.
の人間だったとは。
How do you not know this by now?
底知れないなんて
Are you
買い
guys
かぶりだと思いますが柊さんと同じく異界
I'm
につい
familiar with
て
all things.
ある程度
That's
知っ
really-
ているのは確かです。彼女と私では立ち位置が異なりますが
Though her viewpoint is more different.
立ち位置。裏の世界での縄張りか。
Their underworld organization.
はい私が属するのは異界に関わる企業連合
Affiliated with an eclipse-focused confederation.
ゾディアックと言います。
You might know it as Zodiac. So she's part of the triads. Well, no, but it is interesting. Zodiac is you.
Anyway, we're gonna just take over the hospital office and do this now.
異
Yeah,
界に関
also,
わる勢力はい
honestly,
くつか存在し
to
て
be
います
fair,
が
her family probably owns
Hey.
the controlling share.
Hey, you wanted some Eclipse related
I know.
like background dumps?
Yes, I
Here you
wanted
go.
this. There are a number of organizations that deal with the
Complain and the
eclipse.
game will
ネメシスと
rewrite
ゾディアック
itself.
は
If
そ
only.
の代表格であると言えるでしょう。
Nemesis and Zodiac are two of the largest.
ネメシスは最初に異界の存在を確認した
Nemesis
組
was the
織
first group to confirm the existence.
異界の監視管理を目的に独自のネットワークを構築し
Let me try to guess. So their
関連する事件に対処しています。
goal is to observe and manage, formulate their own network to deal with incidents. So they're more like an enforcement group, and Zodiac's probably more of like a researchy group. Find out.
一方ゾディアックは
Yeah.
異界の利用を主
However,
目的とする
Zodiac is a conglomerate of
12
12
の巨大
companies.
企業の連
Haha.
合
That's actually kind of cool. Like that's cool name design. 12 companies. Zodiac. Cute as an
日
advantage.
本では
Yes, but you can't add or
もう一
remove
社
any
が
if
そ
you
こに
do
名を
that.
連ねています
Well, no, you
まあ
could.
関連企業や純ゾディアックを含めると
There you go.
数千社もの規模になりますが
Then the secondary Zodiac.
なんだ
It's
そんな企業連合ってのが世間では
already
知られ。
involved.
いや、ネットの世界ではゾディアックの名前を
You know-
そこそこ見かけることがあるよ。
You asked a really good question there. If so many people know about it, how is this still technically a secret?
The answer is
So
no, shut
okay.
up though. No.
よくある陰謀論の一つくらいに思ってたけど。
It was just another crackpot conspiracy. So, like, this is really interesting. I want to know more about the new game that they're making and whether or not it is closer to or further away from this time period that it's taking place right
We'll
now.
never know. I mean, we'll know eventually.
Well,
when the
we
game
will
comes out,
never
but we'll
know.
never know.
Here you are confirming that the game's going to get canceled.
表向きはライバルとして競い合っている企業ばかりですから。
On the surface, we're seen as rivals that compete with one another,
ですが、異界に関わる技術
but
協
we kind of
力
work
や
together.
異界によって経済危機が発生したとき、
We work
一致団
together
結す
when
る形で機能します。
when Zodiac's interests are threatened. They work together. Okay. Because Nemesis is like, we're gonna protect the reality. And Zodiac's like, we're gonna benefit from this. If the benefits are too costly or like things are going downhill, then we need to work together with Nemesis.
各国の政府を差し置く形で。
All while disregarding the government of each country. Okay, so they're like pseudo above the law. Pseudo, as in like they don't care about it. And they have their strings attached to pieces that move the board.
表は表、裏は裏というわけですね。
The public and secret science each have
異
their own
界を
roles to
認識
play.
できる人が少ない以上、
Because there's so few
政
people
府は
even
それを
sense
公
the
言で
eclipse.
きません。
The government cannot make it
代
public.
わりに、裏に危機があった場合、ネメシスやゾディアックが動いて
You gotta
解
bonk.
決することになります。
In exchange, if danger does arise, Nemesis and Zodiac move to counter
ま
it.
あ、どちらが解決するかで、いろいろと揉めることも多いのですが、
What do you mean they do argue about which group solved whatever matter? It'd be
They
pretty
want credit.
obvious. Well, I know they want credit, but it's like who cleared that dungeon? Oh, it was Nemesis. Who
was
solved
it?
who solved the gang war mystery? Oh, it was kind of both of them. Okay.
Yeah, so who gets the credit?
Gang fighting on
目
the
的と立ち位置の違いですね。
difference between motive and operate.
異界を監視、管理するネメシスと
Yeah.
異界を利用しようとするゾディアッ
Nemesis
ク。
wants to monitor, manage, and protect, and it wants profit.
お互い技術交流もありますし、協力して問題に当たることも多いので
Makes
すが、
sense. Hey, this world building is so cool. If only we got like a hint of this earlier.
残念ながら直接的な衝突に発展することもあります。
Yeah, and they also fight. Yep. That makes sense.
直接的少なくとも森宮において私と柊さんが衝突したことはあ
At
りま
least
せん。
Haragi and I have yet to find ourselves as opponents.
むしろ今まで何度も協力を呼びかけているのですが、
I've been trying to work together.
なかなか応じていただけていませんね。
Seems reluctant. Yeah, probably. Probably for good reason.
わかる。一緒に組む相手としては底知れなさすぎんだよ、お前は。
3年前の事件とか高畑くんたちとうまく協力できたと思うんですが、
だから言ってんだろうが。
It's actually what I'm talking about.
たく、カズマもお前の。
なんかいろ
It's
い
like
ろ
we
と
got a lot of history. Yeah.
先輩の立ち位置はなんとなく分かったっす。
Anyway, I think I get your position.
ええ、そ
Yeah,
れ
it's
と木
without
坂
doubt.
くんのサイフォンから柊さんのソウルデバイスのデータが
As long
消え
as
てい
her,
ない限りは大丈夫です。
as long as her soul key is still digitized, it's still fine.
柊さんの命が失われたらその
Zeta
データ
would
も
be
消
gone.
滅するはずですから。
Again, a little bit more as to how these phone things work, because it sounds like we're in an astral dimension that these phones are connected.
それは
さ
Could be
すが
probably
に
no.
理屈としておかしくない？
How the heck
ソ
is
ウ
that
ルデバイス
logical?
の基礎技術はネメシスで開発されたので詳しいことは分かりませんが、
The basic technology of soul device was developed by Nemesis. What do you mean? I just randomly spawned my gauntlet. Like what?
敵各社の魂と
It's
一
true
対
this
一で存在
manifestation
しているのは
tied
確かな
directly to
よう
the
です。
soul of the wheel.
So I think what they mean is the phone stuff was done by Nemesis, but obviously you just spawned yours in.
そうですか。
That's really.
よかった。
It was crazy. Someone starts using magic to make guns.
だが根本的な解決になってるわけじゃねえな。
Solve the main problem.
ええ。先輩たちは何かつかめていないんですか？
You guys find anything
ヒ
out?
イラギがどこに消えて。
残念ですが、
You haven't discovered
もっ
anything.
ともつかめてい
I
た
have
として
no
も
intention of telling
お
you.
教えするつもりはありませんが、
北斗、お前。
通常の異界事件であればお教えしたのでしょうけど、
If this were just an ordinary
今
incident, I
回の
would.
怪異の脅威度を考えると、
Threat level of the
さす
grid
が
is
に
simply too
今回
dangerous.
のグリムグリード
The Grim Greed.
脅威度 S ランク以上と言われる
That's right.
現実世界に直接干渉できる通常の迷宮の主エルダーグリードに可能なのはあくまで得意点を介した干渉のみ。
They probably should have come up with a better translation for the like titles of the group. Like Elder Grade sounds near the top, or at least at the top, right? And then Grim is not really like a word to use as a scale. You know?
I mean,
like Elder is part of like a hierarchical.
I guess.
But like Grim isn't like used as like a term in like a hierarchy of any kind. To my knowledge.
It is in fantasy. It is in fantasy settings. You know,
Like
it totally works. It fits.
I mean, yeah.
Don't worry about
it's
it too
fine.
much.
There's the Grim Reaper, but that's not really like a
しかしグリムグリー
or
ド
like
は
a
現実
title,
世界
part of
の
the
環
whole.
境すら変化させ
That's not even what I'm talking about. I just mean like using that as a descriptor kind of fits the vibe of the eclipse.
It does.
So I don't.
I would have swapped the two.
Okay.
I would have put Elder
I can
Grade
see
in,
the
in
argument.
place here.
I can see the argument. I just don't.
It's
worry about it.
fine. It's not really that big a deal, but
自らの眷
it
属を
bothers
異界
me.
の外に送り出せるほどの力を持っています。
It's power to send their kin forth from the eclipse.
今回の霧と
Fog
影
in
の
the
手
shadow hands, yeah.
それがグリムグリードってのが絡んでいる証拠ってわ。
Proof of a Grim Greed.
過去には町一つが全滅した例もあるくらいです。
We have records of these creatures that speak of entire cities being. Yeah.
その意味で一般人である皆さんを巻き込むことはできません。
Again, we're not quite civilians.
おそらくヒイラギ
Rogi must have known this and pushed you all.
今回の件については以後ゾディアックの専門部隊が引き継ぐ予定となっております。
Likely that Zodiac Special Forces will take over.
柊アスカさんについても一応救出対象となるでしょう。
そもそも
Who the heck are you?
申し遅れました。見附お嬢様の秘書を務める雪村京香と申します。
Kyoka Yukimura. Kyoka Yukimura.
以後お見知りを。
どうもっす。
いかにもただものじゃ。
講師にわたっ
ちなみに近いうちにネメシスの動きもあるでしょう。
Expect Nemesis will act soon.
場合によっては彼女に代わる執行者が派遣されると思います。
Depending on the situation, other enforcers may be dispatched.
執行者。
Enforcers.
ネメシスにおけるエージェント的な存在で
Yes,
すね。
agents.
選ばれるのはトップクラスの霊能者、異能者、魔導士のみ。
I wonder. The Templar guy, Nemesis or Zodiac, and I'm leaning Nemesis.
Or not affiliated with either of them.
Or he could be unaffiliated. He could
Well,
just
I wouldn't
be.
say unaffiliated, just not affiliated with one of those two groups.
You know, they didn't really cover where these groups operate. Zodiac. Like, I would imagine Zodiac's more of like an international thing because of it's just a corporation.
Yep.
But I'm pretty sure Nemesis would be more local to some sort of hemisphere or something. Like the reach is
Yeah, I
like
don't know.
a continent away, probably.
柊さんは若くしてエースと呼ばれるほどの実力者だと
Yeah,
か。
Hiragi is considered to be one of the best
ア
enforcers.
スカ先
ふんそれなりに優秀だとは思ったけ
So
ど
she's halfway decent at her job.
ですからどうか心配しないでください。
Don't worry, they're sending in the Delta Force.
ゾディアックもネメシスも
They're not
こ
going to
の
sit
事態
idly.
を決
Yeah.
して座視はしません。
Yeah, there's got to be some way to start inducting us because we're being involved too high of a level for them to start to be like ignoring us
柊さんの安全も含めて
or to
どう
actively
か任
choose
せていただ
to
ければ。
actively choose.
ふざけんな。
Oh, yeah.
柊や先輩の立場はそれぞれ異界への思惑や考
I
え
get
方
your
があるのも
goals.
確かなんだろ
Attitudes from the
Daga.
Eclipse, but you've lost
ち
my
ょっと見
respect.
損なっあんたはこの森宮学園のネメシスだとかゾディアックだとか生徒会長として行方不明の学園生を何とかするくらいは言ってくれよ。
I don't like this reasoning from Ko, but okay. Let's try to do something about a missing student at her school first. Yeah, it's like, yes, there's this wizard war in the wizarding world, but you are a student council president of the Muggles. You should take respect in your duties, which I mean you should, but also like magic war, mundane affairs. Like there's levels to this
大
stuff.
体柊
And
も
there
柊だ。
is a reason to ignore the Muggle affairs. Obviously,
俺たちを
She's
足手
just
ま
right.
とい
We
だ
were
と
getting
こ
our
ちらが
way.
苦戦した影の手を。だが、俺たちは今まで間
But
違いな
yes,
く
you
仲間だった
should
はずだ。
be. But I thought we were friends. You should be leaning on this aspect more.
空手部の剣、神様アプリ。
We've been through a lot together. We've
い
helped
くつ
her
もの
out.
事
She's
件を
helped
一
us
緒に解
out.
決してきたんだろうが。
You shouldn't be tossing us to the side, nor should you.
それなのに、最低限いくらなんでも。
先輩。
Not right. We were part of a team.
はいちょっと水臭すぎです。
Started treating us like we were
まあ情報封鎖は気分が良くないかな
keeping us in the dark isn't right.
ああ、せめて一言くらい文句を言わなきゃ気が済まね
I have to give her a piece of my mind.
え。だから悪いが、北斗先輩、あんたらが何を言おうが、
No matter what you say, we're going.
俺たち
Yeah,
は
well,
勝手に動かせてもらうぜ。
good luck finding out when they're going to be just like we're just gonna blacklist these people. They're just you aren't going to find out shit.
ですが
さすがのお前も一
Like you've lost us.
学生としての本分でしたらここから先は北斗美月個
Thanks
人
for
と
your
して
help, your help
皆さんに
as
協力させていただけませんか。
おじ
Ugh. Silly games of like leave them out of it, but I don't.
I mean, I get what you're saying, and I agree, but like, I don't know. It's either a very Falcom thing or a very Japan thing.
It's
to
a
do something
Japan
like this.
thing. Well, it's like not just a Japan. It's also like that culture of like hierarchy and respect, like obligation, and that is Eastern. You hear about it here too. It's like, well, as obligated by your zodiac stuff, you're supposed to leave us out of it. As obligated by your relationship to her, you're supposed to leave us out of it. But as obligated by your student council president, you should like use it because we're offering now.
Yeah.
Over daily life. It's still horrible that there have even been traffic accidents. Yep. It does get pretty foggy up here where I'm at too, so it's kind of spooky.
The fog doesn't get that low here very often.
Yeah.
But the mountains sure do fog up.